Assalamualaikum to Dr. Sawani binti Arbak. We are from Group 5. We are going to present about Exclusion, International Association, Classification Society, and also Ship Specification. My name is Siti Raihana binti Mukhtar. My metric number is 262716. I'm going to present about Introduction for Exclusion and International Association of Classification Society. An exclusion presupposes an existing grant of cover which is then circumscribed by the exclusion. Exclusion, unlike warranties, are bound up with the concept of causation. All the exclusions in the Institute cargo clauses are described in terms of loss, damage, or expense flowing from one of the various causation triggers used in the clauses, such as caused by, resulting from, or arising from. Warranties by their nature and by the Act of 1906 do not require a causative trigger being descriptive of the risk and not related to the reasons which may have caused the loss, according to John Dunn. Exclusion under the Institute cargo clauses state that Section 55 of the Marine Insurance Act 1906 places limits on cover in the respect of damage not generated against by perils insured, but in items such as delay, normal wear and tear, and normal leakage and breakage, as well as especially inherent value. Committed to secure ships and clear seas, International Association Classification Society provide a new approach to maritime safety and enforcement by technical assistance, confirmation of enforcement, and research and development. More than 90% of the world's cargo transport tonnage is subjected to classification, maintenance, and enforcement principles and regulations laid down by the 12 IACS member societies. IACS is a non-profit association of professional bodies that defines minimum professional standards and criteria addressing maritime, environmental, and safety, security, and ensures their consistent implementation. It exercises this responsibility through its committees, advisory groups, and project teams, and offers the Quality System Certification Scheme (QSCS) that its members comply with as an assurance of professional competence and preservation of high professional standards. The IACS is regarded as the key technical advisor to the IMO. The International Association of Classification Society (IACS), based in London, are combined of 10 classification society, which is Lloyd's Register, Bureau Veritas, American Bureau of Shipping (ABS), China Classification Society (CCS), Germany Lloyd's Registro Italiano Naval, Korean Register Nippon Kaiji Kyokai Det Norske Veritas, and the Indian Register of Shipping (IRS), as well as the Russian Maritime Register of Shipping (RS) as an associate members. As World Maritime International Secretariat Service state, there are 47,700 vessels in the international trade fleet, consisting primarily of common cargo vessels, bulk carriers, container ships, tankers, and passenger vessels. Lowering the amount of vessels to such greater than 100 gross tons, the size which mostly cannot venture into the open ocean or engage in foreign trade, the world fleet is close to 100,000. A significant part of the global trade fleet, almost 41,000 in 2007, is documented in the IACS Classification Society. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Tulisha binti Amnan and my matrix number is 267924. Today, I would like to talk about India Register of Shipping (IR class). IR class is known as India Register of Shipping was founded on 1975. India Register of Shipping (IR class) is International Ship Classification Society providing ship classification and certification as well as technical inspection fees. It was started in 1974 where there were a steering committee known as Modular Committee whose make a recommendation for formation of India Register of Shipping until it was accepted by government in India. India Register of Shipping was established as public limited under Section 25 of the Indian Companies Act 1956. The public limited company have nothing secure like no share capital, no shareholders, and distributing no dividends. Now, IR class are path to setting the prevention in the ship, setting standards of safety, and tackling issues that may affect the maritime industries. The vision of the company is to be the first choice of all existing and potential customers globally, and the mission of the company is to promote quality, occupational health and safety, protections of the environment, and prevention of pollution by making every effort to be safer, smarter, and greener organization. Next, I will talk about organizational structure. There are five organizational structure in IR class, which is general body, board of director, technical committee, classification subcommittees, and managing directors. For general body is a group that in the IR class which such as underwriter, shipbuilder, ship owner, and port trust. For board director, they are actually to ensure of all parties concerned and safeguard impartiality. Next, technical committee. Technical committee comprising of the personnel with technical qualification, experience background that consists more to builder, owner, and manufacturers. Classification of subcommittee. Classification of subcommittee are more to a person represent many vessel interests that have to deal related to the ship of classification and need approval from board directors. And lastly is managing directors. Managing directors is a person who is going to report all the activities to the executive chairman and manage all the organization aspects of IRS, which is India Register of Shipping. Next, the reward and recognition received for IR class. There be received several awards and recognitions, which are Best Inspection Agencies of the Year, Highly Recommendation Classification Society of the Year, and many more. Today, IR class get the approval from 43 flags and make them become well-recognized agencies. Lastly, is Corporate Social Responsibilities, CSR. In CSR, IR class implement many initiatives. The purpose is to continuously engage with people. The initiative that they have is Education Initiative, Greening Initiative, and Sri S. Venkateswaran Prizes in Law. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Fatihah binti Ishaq. My matric number is 262693. I will continue present about aspect of ship classification. There are 8 aspect of ship classification, which is ship in service, new construction, inventory hazardous material, marine component certification, ship emergency response service, technical software, conversion, modification survey, and information from archive. The first aspect is ship in service. It is to ensure that the vessels are seaworthy to operate in the international waters for their operational rest. All vessels are required to undergo various periodic and annual inspections under the Indian Register of Shipping IR class. The result of the inspection will determine the class for the vessel listed under the standard set out in the IR class. Their objective is to minimize the risks to life, environment, and property while ensuring that the vessel is maintained and operate in such a way. The second aspect is new construction. The IRC class surveyor will conduct a comprehensive survey at the area of the construction site and the workplace of the manufacturer that houses the new vessel, so that their headquarters will analyze and do the classification process about the material quality, machinery, and manufacturing process before include in the IR class ship register. So the process includes obtain approval for inspection plan, equipment, observation and measurement of principal dimensions, onboard test, and so on. The number 3 is inventory hazardous materials. So the governments around the world have developed conventions and regulations to support for the environmental IR class changes. In 2009, the IMO adopted a proposal on environmentally friendly ship recycling safety that was presented at the Hong Kong International Convention, while in 2013 the EU ship recycling regulation was enacted to call at EU ports. So the ship must obtain confirmation from the administration or authorities in determining the specific location and estimated amount of the hazardous materials on board. Next is marine component certification. It's to ensure that the materials used in the shipbuilding and machinery achieve the specific classification. So this certification was aimed to maintain environmental safety and reduce potential risk in the event of equipment failure, so that they can meet the level requirement to operate in the marine environment. So this certification process is necessary through design evaluation, inspection, and testing of components at the critical production stages. Next is Ship Emergency Response Service was created to get a quick assessment during the emergency, which is about the stability and longitudinal strength of the damaged ship. Their internal computer software system stores all the important ship data related to the manhole, its component, loading guides, and strange data. So the crew and ship management have a various options before making a decision. The ERS consists 2 phases, which is the establishment of ships under the ERS schemes and the emergency event response. Number 6 is technical software. Is to assist surveyors in verifying that the compliance of ship thickness measurement process through a software package. So the thickness measurement report for classification, study, and condition assessment program report can be carried out by the development of these IRC class TM applications. So this software package is in accordance with the rules and regulations set by the IR class and IACS CSR for oil tanks and bulk carriers. So number 7 is conversion modification survey is to ensure that each ship ownership continually complies with the IR class rules must be done through the maintenance of the IR class classifications. It includes the survey of hull and machinery, design, appraisal, and certification on a continuing basis. However, these IR class classification rules also need to be complied with by all ships, even if the vessel is not built under the RRC class supervision. Last but not least, Lastly is information from archive. The archive is a repository of documents and planning owned by the RI class as previously agreed to assist ship owners if required. So the data retrieval process achieved in IR class digital database is more efficient to implementing any plans and documents. So that's all from me. Thank you.